Which AI is better at Amazon advertising, ChatGPT or Google Gemini? I'm Richard, the Seller Helper, verified Amazon advertising consultant. And in part 2 of this series, I'm going to review, after 1 week, the performance of the campaigns. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT and Google Gemini what to do next based on what we see inside the campaign. And we're going to get right to it because if you are paying attention to the screen, you can see that the campaigns have done just about nothing. The Gemini campaign has generated 5,362 impressions, which is nice, but no clicks, and so no spend. And the ChatGPT has generated 6 impressions and no clicks. So clearly the setup for these campaigns is not really ideal, although we did get impressions with the Gemini one. And I think that that's probably because Gemini, if I remember correctly, used fixed bids, but let's just go ahead and take a look. So the first thing I like to look at when I am reviewing campaigns is where are the impressions going? So if we are getting impressions but we're not getting clicks, where are we getting those impressions from? And can we do something about it if they're coming from a place we don't want? In Gemini's case, they're all coming from product pages. That makes sense. We did get a few from the rest of search, which is promising. If we go to ChatGPT, oh, this is interesting. We see that we got 5 impressions from product pages and 1 impression from rest of search. So not much going on. We can also see that the bid adjustments, although I think the base bids are higher, the bid adjustments are quite low. So the next thing I want to do is just go into the campaign itself, and we want to see what keywords got impressions. In this case, joint health supplements got 1 impression at a $1.50 bid, and glucosamine MSM got 5 impressions at a $1.30 bid. And with a 30% adjustment type of page, the max bid is somewhere in the $1.50 range for this one, and $1.70, $1.80 for this one. So almost $2. And then if we look at Gemini, we can see the impressions came from the word glucosamine and this other glucosamine word, and our bids were decently high, fixed bids, and we had pretty sizable adjustments compared to ChatGPT. So the problem is we have gotten no clicks, and that means there's really not that much data to do anything with. And we can see that the suggested bids inside of the Gemini campaign are quite a bit higher than our current bids, but with the adjustment, we're not too far off, I would say. And the same is true for ChatGPT, although our adjustments are quite a bit lower, and so we're further away from these suggested bids. So since Gemini is the one that got the impressions, let's start with that one. And we're basically just going to give it some context by telling it that we're running an ad campaign and it's getting impressions, but it's getting no clicks. What should we do? Okay, so basically I've given Gemini the context. I'm running a sponsored products campaign. It's getting impressions, but no clicks. What should I do? And I'm going to try this time to have it give me concise answers, because last time it wanted to give me a page of information, and I don't really care about that. I just want it to tell me what to do. Okay, so it gave me a bunch of nonsense that I don't want. I'm going to ask it now to give me a specific change that I should make. Okay, so this answer is total nonsense. It's telling me to change the copy, but that has nothing to do with what I'm asking it, and it's not very applicable to Amazon ads, so I'm going to try one more time to get a specific change by being a little bit more detailed in my question. Okay, this is telling me to raise my bids higher. I'm going to ask it how much I should raise my bids. Okay, so this is finally giving me some kind of answer. It says aim for a 10 to 20% increase on high-performing keywords, but we don't have any performing keywords, so what we'll do is we'll just go with the high end of that, and we'll do a 20% bid increase. Okay, so that was the Gemini campaign. We will see then in a week if that has helped us make any progress with this campaign. Next, we're going to do ChatGPT. And like before, I am going to keep the line of questioning as similar as possible. However, because the ChatGPT campaign didn't get really any impressions, we have to adapt this question to say that it is not getting impressions or clicks, and see what ChatGPT gives us. Okay, so this is giving us a few things to check. The first thing it says is check your targeting settings. I'm not sure if it means the bidding settings, like the bidding bids up and down, fixed bids, that type of thing. I don't think that that's what it means, but what we need is a more specific answer on what to change. So we're going to go back to there. We're going to go back to Gemini and paste the next question. And again, we're going to edit this to make sure we include impressions and clicks. And we're going to say settings, bid, or placement adjustment because it mentioned settings. So now it is giving me the answer to increase bids on high search volume keywords. It says use Amazon's suggested bid range for your targeted keywords. It says enable bidding up and down, and it says make the percentage adjustments. So we're going to go ahead and do all three of those things because they are the suggestions that were given to us. So the first thing we want to do is apply suggested bids, because that's what it told us. Then we want to go to campaign settings and enable bids up and down. And we want to increase this to 50% because we use the top of the percentage with Gemini. We'll just repeat that. We'll just be consistent with that and use 50%, which means this needs to be 80%. And that is the suggested changes from ChatGPT. I want to point out how quickly we were able to get to a suggested change on what to do with ChatGPT versus Gemini. We had to fight with Gemini a little bit to get something specific to work with, but ChatGPT was much more concise and direct with telling us what to do, and it gave us more overall suggestions, whereas Gemini just told us to increase all the bids by 20%. ChatGPT gave us a few different changes to make to get impressions and clicks. So we'll give this another week and we'll see then how this plays out. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you need any Amazon help, you can always reach out to me directly or through the website at sellerhelper.com. And I will see you in the next one.